YouTubes. We got ourselves a webcam game today. I believe someone asked for a Kaido versus Law match and how to play around it. Uh, so this is still roughly the beginning of the game. He got to 6 on. I'm just doing stuff with my one drops. I took one life. Nothing important really happened in the first couple turns, right? Um, he hit his rock on time, so he has his Oni. I have my Bonnie and my Nami. I'm just trying to get as much hand value as I can, so I can keep pace with the removal. Like I haven't committed anything to the board worth anything, and I've just been pushing damage as best as I can. So I believe I push 5 here with Don open. I believe I'm going to Law. Just skip forward a bit. Yeah. So I save our Bonnie, and I play Zoro to swing again. Trying my best to take as many counters as I can. Also, sorry if I sound a little stuffy. I've been all over the place, and then, you know, get a little sicky. So here we go. He's swinging 8 at my Zoro. I let it go. I believe at this point I have another one in hand and a Luffy as well. So I have more rush cards to push damage, so I'm not really concerned. I'm letting him get to his 10. I'm gonna let him think it's okay. My hand is actually really freaking stacked, as you'll see what happens. We're gonna fast forward a little bit. He's just putting up the shields right now, right? So I'm gonna pause. He's doing what a lot of Kaido players do, where they'll like put up blockers to try and lull you into a false sense of security. Like they're not gonna board wipe their 8K and 2 blockers. They will. If their hand is very good, they will. Just to stop you from hitting your 5 creature like, threshold. So that's what ends up happening. So we're gonna fast forward. I am gonna switch the screens to dual screens in a little bit. Don't worry about it. Sorry about the little one on the bottom. Because I've realized I cannot full screen and record. For whatever reason, it just doesn't work. So I figured the like middle is to just do like a split screen. So we're getting there. He's just blocking. The Don return doesn't really matter because next turn he still hits 10. So again, I'm just gonna push as much damage as I can. I swing with Luffy, swinging for the fences here. He double 2Ks or 1 and a 2, I don't remember. I think I swing with Law. I didn't swing with Law. I think I saved it just because I knew it was coming. I let him take me to 0, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I had 2 life, and I let it go. Why? Because 1 life is the same as 0, and I'd rather have the card. Again, just blockers, right? So I'm going to keep pushing this damage. I get him to commit a Blast Breath. All I'm doing right now is taking counters out of his hand. Every time I swing, I'm taking counters out of his hand. So that's what this play was. And I also bounced a Nami and a Bonnie here, I believe. Now I think I have enough for him to want to wipe, right? That's 2 rush characters, Law. So he's going to swing 5, 5, and 8 to try and, pull counters and stuff like that. I block. That's fine. Because I already know what's coming. And there it is. So we're going to skip forward a little bit. Oh, so what I was doing when I was stacking my hand with cards was one drops. So I had beige, I had the Nami and the Bonnie that I already had from the last turn, and then I go Nami into a chopper, which was perfect because I needed one more one drop. And then I played double Bonnie. So this is how you play around 10 drop Kaido. You ignore the fuck out of it. You have all the cards in your hand to start going off again. I do a search. I have Law. I play Robin. I invalidate any more of these blockers that he might play. So again, all while playing at 0 life. Like again, you can't play this game nervously. Because the only hit that matters, this is a magic thing. The only hit that matters is the very last one. Like the only life point that matters is your last life point. Your life is a resource. And in this game, it very literally is a resource where you get to draw cards. So don't worry about it. He plays queen. There we go, split screened it. I still have a full grip of cards. I have Radical Beam Dawn. He has to commit queen. He can't really stick a low cost blocker, so I'm assuming he's sitting on Thunderbog or another Blast Breath, but I think I've made him use two. Um, so that was a Jet Pistol that gets the cards right out of there. I'm going to swing 5 with Robin. I don't want to commit too much Dawn here. I believe I activated Bonnie and I took Beige, I think is what I did. Yeah, I took Beige, play Beige, bounce Bonnie, have another Luffy to attack with, get him to commit more counters. That's all we're doing. If I take a life, I take a life. It's perfect. Still holding up Radical Beam. I mean, that is still a lot of damage coming my way, so I have 3 blockers, but I have to maintain as much as I can. Oh, there's my little doggy. So we're going. He swings 12. Easy blocks. He popped my 2 little blockers. The good thing is these 3 down that he has up can only swing for 8 at me, which is perfect. Which means I can Radical Beam out. 4 cards, and then obviously the one in his life. So I Radical Beam out. Like I said, I swing 7, and then I do the math in my head, right? So I'm gonna pause here. Things you have to remember when you're playing the game is 7 requires 2k and another card to counter out. So I actually make him count his trash at some point. I'm keeping track of all these things, okay? So that I know what his outs are and I know if he actually has a realistic shot at having them, right? Because purple doesn't have filter, they just have draw in the queen. So it's not that bad. And with a 7k swing, that's 2 cards. With 5 cards in the hand after taking this one, there's no shot that he's stopping this attack, which is what my math was. So 7, and he doesn't even have enough to stop the first 7. So that's what I'm saying. Like I was gonna swing 11. So what I was saying was if I take 2 out with this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 6 is 11. In order to counter out, he couldn't because his last 3 cards would, even if they were all 2k counters, would only bring him up to 11. So these are numbers that you have to get really familiar with and understand and start doing the math early. This game is a game of numbers, and you really have to play to it. So that's why I swing 7 twice here. I tried my best to pull as much as I could, which I did. I took his Thunder Bagua, and then I still had a very powerful swing after. Um, so that's one way to beat Kaido. Just have the board ready to go again. Uh, and mind you, he played 10 drop into 7 drop and still couldn't stop me. So he technically had like enough removal to like remove 7 creatures off the board, and I still won this. So you have to be very careful with your resources. I let him take 2 laws from me when he board wiped the first time. I was really, really trying to entice him to do it because I had such a powerful hand to recoup. So I knew once I've made him blow his load, then I'm safe because there's nothing bad that can happen after, or at least nothing too bad when I have 4 search cards to play. I played a Nami, 2, no, was it 4 search? 3 search cards. So that's one way to play the purple matchup. Um, this is a short one, guys. I just want to show you like an IRL version of a video into purple, which I know is a viewer request. I have no problems with this matchup. I'm super comfortable with it. Um, and I hope you guys are learning from this. Maybe I'll upload another like sim game after too. All right, guys, as promised, here we are. I'm going to try and show a sim game since it's a lot easier to see. I'm going first. I can go 1, 2, and just keep the aggro going. Or do I try and go for value? All right, cool. And we have the round table, which is a nice card. It's not just good against Kid. It's really not. I'm gonna take that and turn. So yeah, guys. Key to doing this is aggression with a mix of value. All right. So opponent has Higurash. I'm just gonna pressure. I have 2Ks. Next turn he's gonna hit the rock most likely. So the most he can swing for is 6 into Zoro. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna keep poking at him. All right, pass. Like I said, 6. I will Otama out since it does nothing else. And the rock. I get really aggressive and tap this down. I'm gonna leave Chopper. Let's swing 5 here first. You let that one go. I want to protect myself. This would be a really bad king turn for me. If he has 7 drop king. I should have swing for 7. Oh, but he's not even OP-01, you fucking bitch. Alright, guys. So there's a very high chance now that he has 7 drop king, since that's the new wave. Sure. Plays queen. Now I'm gonna stop this one here and look for an OP-01 right after. And we still won, boys. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, OP-02. That made my life so much harder. This card is fucking nuts if you don't know. In OP-02, get this shit. OP-02 has Hell's Judgment, give 2 characters minus 3k power for a -1 Dawn. So, like I said, you switch your Blast Breath and your 2 cost counter cards. So now you're running 2 Blast Breath and 4 of this card because it's fucking nuts. Opponent run on like really weird janky shit with Elephant Marchu. I don't know if he was trying to tech super hard into Zoro, but it did not work. So yeah, I played the long game, pulling a lot of cards from him, stalling with ACOS Kid. I made him blow up the board with 1 ACOS Kid, and then I played the second one with Blocker, resolved Hawkins. I baited him out. Another really cool thing, guys, I attacked 12 into 12 to see what he would do. The misplay that everyone will make is, I gotta save my 12k, so let me use a counter. So I pulled another counter out of his hand, and then I attack 9k to face. I don't re-aggress. I attack 9k to face so that to see if it goes through. Otherwise, I would have conceded. And it does. And then it's very hard for him to counter 12k in purple when I've already pulled a lot of cards out of his hand. But yeah. I'm gonna try and find a real OP-01 game, guys. Sorry. I had to go off. I was like, nah. I'm not going down. Alright. Can I get an OP-01 game, please? This is not the hand I want to see. This was green? Oh, yeah. Alright, we got some value. We have a curve of some sort. Take the chopper. Sad. Missing 2 Bonnie there. We have 2 Law. Depends if I can get there though. Black Maria. Attack. Play Robin. So now I get to punish this. Yeah. Sounds good. Dead. Alright. Now we go like this. Attack. Kill. Okay. Guys, I'm gonna elect to hold one of these choppers. I'm gonna attach 2. Attack. Make him blow 2 cards here. Doesn't do it. And pass. Reason why is I'm expecting the board wipe. I'm expecting the board wipe. He's gonna attack first, bait the counter, and then sweep it. With 7 drop king. 100,007%. The question is, do I want to keep the Nami? And I kind of do. So we will counter to 6, get kinged, and if I can keep Bonnie. Oh, wrong king. Yes. Okay. Next turn he goes to. That's 7, right? He goes to 9. I could dig. I don't know if it's worth. I think I might just Law. Attack for 7 first. No, we Law first. Use card action. Play the card. Grab the Luffy. And then yeah, we attack 7. He has no blocker. He has Blast Breath. I just really want to pull cards out. Opponent electing to hold on to his 2Ks. Goes to 8, which means I also avoided 9-cost Kaido. So maybe that was bad by opponent there. I don't know if he did his maths. So he is at 7? Yeah. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but he'll get 1. I'll let that one go. It's perfect. We will block, counter out. Higurashi. Now the question is, am I being baited into a Kaido turn here? That's the question. Let's attack 5. If he blocks like auto blocks with this, auto blocks. Okay, he chooses the counter. So he's either really hard baiting me or I don't know, man. I don't know. This is the game that you have to play with Kaido. Like, you have to really ask yourself, does he have it? But fuck it, mama ain't raising no bitch. Alright, let's go. If he has it, he's gonna just attack all in. Attack 6, attack 7, attack 5. And be a sad boy. So yeah. Nine cost Kaido. I'm in the clear. Depends on how aggressive he gets here. I'm going to take damage. I don't care. No blocks. Resolve. Okay, so these non-attacks really signifies, and he also went down, so I'm going for it, boys. Let's deploy. Let's activate. I'll take this round table. Make his fucking Tenko's Kaido a little bitch. So him swinging. Why did he not swing? That's weird. I just realized it now. Let's blow that up. I can do perfects. I'm actually gonna do it first. Again, I always want to play around the random who's who because they do exist. Play Law, bounce Bonnie. I'm not gonna elect to play her. So now we swing 5. Now I'm expecting a counter. Blocks. Attack 9. We're in there, baby. I'm in the zone. The battle zone. So yeah, every time you're playing against Kaido, he could 7-drop King, blow up the blockers. I have to rebuild. Like, that's how you play the game, guys. You don't always get the value right away. It also helps because then I can replay them and get the value. Let's see. I don't want any more Nami. Or Straw Hat card, sorry. I've already gotten enough. Next turn is 10. So I have to be careful here. To attack 5. Jakku. No. Let's play Zoro. Attack 5. Let's prompt those blockers. Okay. Let's play Lawcoon. Bounce Zoro, play Zoro. Attack 5. Those are 2k out. Could still have a lot in there. Pass. So, opponent's at... Oh, he took the life? What? He does remember I have Luffy in hand, right? Nani? Okay. Alright, we're swinging 11. I'm Block Ruin. If he plays 9 cost Kaido after that to blow up my last blocker and then try and swing, that is Gucci. Because then he only has Kaido and I will 1k counter out. What is the play, friend? There it is. I will take the damage off the king and then block there. So I'm assuming we're swinging a 10 here, dog. Resolves. good play by opponent. Resolves. Doesn't do it. Okay. Attack 5. Yes! Okay. Opponent clearly forgot I had Luffy in hand. If you've done the math with me, boys, so long as only one of them is dead, I win the game. Yes! Rewarded, baby. That's how you do it, guys. You have to keep chipping. You have to play such a weird game against Kaido. Such a weird game. Deck editor. So let me load it up for y'all. So this is what we ended up playing. This is actually what I played yesterday, where I went 4-1, got 4th place. So the differences that I've made is I cut one Robin, added Zoro, and I cut one Neko, added Luffy. I wanted more rush cards for Kaido, and obviously it paid off. But that is the kind of game that we have to play against them. It's very awkward, very weird. You're not going to be able to always do Shambo combos. Awkwardly enough, this is the second time I've won with ACOS Kid just buying me extra turns. Like, those extra turns saved me so much, and just being able to swing 9. I'm ignoring the Kaido. When they drop that 9-cost Kaido, pretend it doesn't exist, okay? Don't try and swing into it. Don't do stupid stuff, unless you can round table. But the situation I was just in, where he had a bunch of cards on table, where it was like 9-cost Kaido and King, it was a little awkward. So that's why I didn't go for it there. But this has been working. I like it a lot. It might change a little depending on what kind of meta we're going to keep going into. East Coast, Beast Coast, we're looking like a Kaido meta. 2 locals that I went to were like very saturated in purple. Really cool though. One of the guys on my top 4 group yesterday was playing Blurple Kaido and got there. I was surprised. Just very dirtily. So top 4 yesterday was Doflamingo first, only because I didn't get to face him. I wanted that rematch so bad. He's actually the guy that beat me in my first local. He's apparently a YouTuber. I am angry or something like that. But yeah, he was really good. He's been playing blue to the T. I can't really like look at some of his things and like say that he like misplayed. Like, he's playing blue to the T, and like it's paying off for him against players who could probably still improve. There was one Luffy, I think, or was it Luffy or Zoro in our top 4? Then me, and I believe either Kid or Kaido was one of them. But yeah, very happy with our list. Only things that I maybe saw too much of was like Radical Beam. I love the card, don't get me wrong. This card has saved me more than I can count. And the round table. I mean, I think we're so favored into green because I ate them up yesterday, guys. I made them look at the the game and like question their lives because I was out kidding them every time, and then I had answers for their kids. I killed both of my opponent's ACOS good because, well, I had the round table, so it helped there. I had the round table and I had the jet pistol combo, so it was bad news bears for opponent. But like I said, this is what we played. I was really happy. Hawkins was a nut. I love this one of. I saw a guy in Facebook try and comment and say 1-ups don't make sense in this game. You're wrong. I'm sorry, Facebook man. You're dead wrong. In a deck like ours, where we're filtering through so many cards, yeah, it does make sense. And it lets us get away with these kind of things. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to keep uploading for you guys often and start a Twitch stream schedule soon. So stay tuned for that. Later, y'all.